Did you know that Terraria has a class system? You might have figured that out if you just select an item and see keywords like melee, ranged, magic, or summon damage. If you're a beginner who thought Terraria was just a survival game with basic weapons, then this video will widen your perspective on the game. This game has guns, you know? Focusing on a class is beneficial if you want to maximize your damage output, because there rarely are accessories and armor that benefit all class damage types. So that being said, let's talk about classes and help you choose which one sounds the best for you. Melee armor sets tend to have the most defense out of all the classes, and you can deal a significant amount of damage within a short range, making it a great class for beginners, and still a fun class to come back to as an experienced player. This is one of my favorite classes, since the melee class stays interesting from start to end. Furthermore, you won't have to worry about mana ammunition, which makes this class great for your first playthrough if you're playing on Classic. Ranger is also a class I highly recommend, especially in your first Expert Plus playthrough, because you might want to keep a long distance from bosses since their attack patterns are more aggressive and deadly. This is one of the easiest classes, but the gameplay can be considered stale, as the attacks are pretty much the same all throughout the game. But exploring the game at all is fun for a beginner, so I recommend this class to beginners especially. Now, between the four classes, I like imagining the classes mentioned in the second half of the video as the fun classes, and the mage is a class that does not get boring for me. Mages have a high area of effect, high damage output, but have a mana system that makes the gameplay a little bit more complex. My favorite thing about mages is how most weapons are diverse in terms of their projectiles and functionality. This is what makes me always look forward to the next boss every time I play as a mage. The Summoner class, which is personally my favorite class. You just summon minions, and minions attack for you. It's that simple, right? Whips. Whips are summoner weapons that allow you to damage your enemies and also command minions which enemy to attack. And in doing so, most whips boost your minions' damage by a certain amount. The Summoner class has the lowest defense, and you still have to get close so that you hit enemies with whips. And I believe this is the hardest class, but don't let that overwhelm you. I was still able to get really far into the game as a summoner in my first ever Master Mode playthrough. The Summoner class isn't meant for beginners, so if you're a beginner, forget about Summoner. Anyways, I hope I helped you choose the right class. See you next video.